to hip hop. So you're following your passion. So do you already have a crew that's into the same thing that you're in, or did you have to kind of run into those people? Because I know a lot of people, when they jump into something, they might be the anomaly. They might be the only one in their crew that's doing this. So it's hard for them to kind of push out what they're trying to do because they don't have the crowd with them.
I say now like one of my closest, dudes who closest to me when we was kids, like we kind of bonded over the music and sports and stuff. But at first I wanted to DJ, but we didn't have money to buy equipment. So then he was behind me, but he didn't rap himself. But I remember like when we was teenagers, the first time I rapped in public was we was at a party. He made sure that when we was in the party, people started rapping. So he made sure he told me get up on the chair in front of the whole party. He was like, yo, get in the chair. And he took the mic from him and gave it to me. So like that was like the first step. But as far as like nobody that I grew up around or ran with rap, like, but I remember like I played basketball in high school. Like when I was in ninth grade, we just joke around and rap on the bus, things like that, like going to our games. But it wasn't until I got put out of school and went to an alternative school that I met somebody else that was rapping. And then for me linking with him, he introduced me. He had a crew of people that was all into rap. So that's how it started. Like me just, people knowing I could rap, we was like just chill, smoke and drink. They would always get me to rap. And then from that, like, people from at the school or different schools knew I could rap, but it wasn't big like it is now. But from that, like, word spreading, then some people linked me with somebody else that rapped from some cats that was from like the East End, you know what I mean? So I started running with them. They had some other dudes who from all over Richmond, and then it just became, that was it. That's when the ball just started rolling, and from there I just started meeting, just going further into the, like pursuing it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So now that brings us to Charged Up. How did the conglomerate Charged Up get started? And who all, were a part of the inception of Charged Up?
So originally it was, I ended up linking with those guys, like I said, and we had a group. I ended up joining a group with them. We were called Divine Sons. Divine Sons became affiliated with a bigger crew, like older guys, and that crew is called Villain Faith. Villain Faith, DRT Productions. Rest in peace, MP.
And they're based out of Richmond?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Duck. So Villain Faith was like a company or a crew, and it was Duck. Shout out to Duck. Duck got a clothing line now, Original Slang, and there was another head dude named MP. MP was from Mosby. Duck was from like, I think North Side and Highland Springs. So like, and then Fat Cat was a part of it. People know Fat Cat. They know Fat Cat from throwing parties, being a promoter. But at this time, I knew Fat Cat from, he was rapping. We was all a crew. So we was kids, but they was already, you know what I mean, like grown men. But they took us under their wing. So they, took us under their wing. From there, we were part of a crew called Villain Faith. Over time, things ended up falling apart with the collective. MP, he ended up passing away. And then from there, I was telling my dudes, look, we got to start our own thing now, Like, yeah, we're a group, but I always thought beyond, like, to the next step. So I was like, bro, besides a group, like, we got to form our own company. The people that I looked up to moved a certain way. I'm looking up to E40, Jay-Z, Master P. These people all had, not only them as an artist, but they had a brand. They had a movement, something people could get behind that was bigger than just them, where they didn't have to be the rapper all the time. That's what my mind was thinking about. So, yeah, that's where it started. So I went, boom, we and Charged Up. The name came from MP, MP would say we was charged up, meaning like a slang, like y'all got energy, y'all, you know, turned up, whatever, because y'all young. And then my other dude in the group, his rap name was Charged Up, but I was like, because they would call all of us Charged Up, you know, that's why I was like, bro, that's the perfect name for like a movement, a label. From there, I went and did the paperwork, and that's how it first started. We started branding not only the group, but whenever we would do events, I would make sure like that it said Charged Up ENT, just to keep putting it out there over and over. And this is like, you know, early 2000s. From there, I got it. We ended up getting a studio. We opened the first Charged Up studio in like '06. This is in Lakeside. Then after that one closed, my partner ended up opening a second Charged Up studio in Shockoe Bottom across from where Plush was. Once that one closed, we ended up moving to Broad Street near Scott's Addition. That was the one we had the longest. That was from like '09 or 2010 to like 2015. That was the biggest Charged Up studios, and probably one that some people, if they've been out here for a while, may remember, because we would have different events there. You know, some different like sign artists and people would come through, hang out, come record. So yeah, it just started spreading from there. Just like us having studios, us throwing events, bringing artists out here. And then like, yeah.
And see, the biggest thing to me that you said was this started in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
you've been at it building for over a decade.
Yeah, it's been 20 years. 20 years.
People don't
That's
understand.
why I say Charged Up.
Oh, yeah, 2002.
Yeah.
See, so y'all see that? Now, this for all the people who think stuff happened overnight. You know, you got to put in the work.